Hey guys, we have a quick tip today for you about two-octave scales. So generally when people learn to play scales, we just start with playing one octave, and then once we get a little bit more advanced and want to experience more of the piano, we move to two octaves, which can kind of be scary because there's a cross under, which doesn't happen normally, and using more of the piano can be scary, moving our hands farther away from our body. So I have some tips for you today to take that scariness away. So what we're going to start with is just the C scale. So a reminder, the C scale is from C to C, all white keys. It goes C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and back down. So that's generally how we play one octave. So an exercise to just get this going is to play the one octave, but instead of playing the top C with our pinky finger, we're going to do a cross under and play it with our thumb, because that will set us up for playing two octaves, but we don't have to worry about playing anything else above this C. So we'll go about this speed, 1 and 2 and. So 1 and 2 and 3 and ready for cross under and back down. So we'll do that one more time. The fingering is 1, 2, 3, and then 1 under onto the F, which is normal. 1, 2, 3, 4, and no pinky, but our thumb. And that sets us up for the next octave. Now when we go back down, we want to stay with the same fingers as we played going up. So on the B, we're going to cross our 4 over. So one more time, we'll run that through. And thumb on C. All right, so now let's go to the left hand. The left hand, normally we start with the pinky finger, but we're taking the pinkies out because in two octaves we don't use that on our second section. So we are going to start with the thumb because that is the new finger. So we start with the thumb and we cross our 4 over, because normally when we start we go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, then going down. So that's normal. So we are going to replace the pinky finger with the thumb. So we go 1, cross the 4 to the D. Okay, so now let's play the two octaves, just normal, and I'll show you how that extra thumb tuck works with the two octaves. Here's the thumb like normal, and we continue the rest of the scale like normal. And now we can end with the pinky because we're going to stop there for now. Now going back down, 5, 4, and 4 on B, and cross the 3 on E. And with the left hand, so let's start with a thumb. We'll give ourselves a little extra workout. So with the thumb on C, we're going to do the two octaves from this C all the way up to here. So our 4, when it crosses over, will be on D this time. So 4 on D, and 3 on A, 4 on D, and get ready with your 3 on A, and back down, thumb on G. Now 4 on D, thumb on C, thumb on G, an extra workout, thumb on C. That is your first little tip. The second one is you can totally practice those one octave scales just in different places on the piano, because again, once you move into the two octaves and 3 or 4, your hands are farther away on the piano from you, which can be kind of a little awkward or just feel really different. So let's take a different scale. We're going to do D major. So D major has a C sharp and an F sharp. And we're just going to play the one octave. We'll use the pinky fingers like normal. We'll start with the left hand this time. We're going to play it as low as we can, so the lowest D that you have on the piano. And if you don't have a full-size keyboard, you can actually just shift over and play like this, but then play wherever the lowest D is. Now, if you do have a full-size piano, refrain from moving on the bench, because this exercise is to make us feel awkward, is to get that far away feeling. So farthest away, we're going to use the pinky finger. And again, we have an F sharp, and when we get up to it, a C sharp. Let's do it one more time. And let's do it with a thumb this time. Thumb on A, and remember thumb on D. Let's do a different scale with the right hand. Let's do A major. So A major, we'll start at the highest, well, second highest A because we want to end on that A. And we're going to do the extra thumb this time, I think. So we've got the C sharp, F sharp, and G sharp when we get there. So 1, 2, 3, thumb under. And now thumb under on A because that will set us up for future. And when we go back down, it's 4 on G sharp and 3 on C sharp. All right, the third tip I have is to play a scale not starting on the first note. So we're going to take a C scale and start on an E and end on an E. Now this helps us to remember where our fingers are in the scale because it's important to use consistent fingering because then it just helps with memory in so many ways. So when we play the C scale, our 3 is on the E, so we have to start and end with our 3. Now the other cross unders that we have with the right hand is our thumb will be on the F and the thumb will be on the C. So starting on the E, we go 3, cross under, so it kind of has a spooky, kind of different sound to it, but you'll recognize the C scale sound in there. So one more time, starting with our 3 on the E. And the left hand, let's do the same thing. We are going to play the F major scale. Let's start on the B flat. So our 2 is where the B flat starts and will end. And the crossovers we have are the 3 will move to the D, and then our 4 will go to the G when we get there. So starting with our 2 on the B flat, and that's the only black key. So B flat, 3 on D, and 4 on G. All right, so take those tips, comment below to tell me which ones work for you, which ones don't, and if you have any more to add, let me know.